We gotta go live. What's up to everybody? Hope y'all in here. Hope y'all enjoying what's going on. We gonna talk. It's time to talk. We gonna have fun. We gonna have some fun. My man Battle Rap Stats. Let me see if I can get him to pop up in here, man. Me and him be having really good back and forth exchanges and things like that. So hopefully we can get the good brother in here. Get the ladies that always support Shannon and who else be in here showing love. Can't forget. Can't forget Stevie. Can't forget Stevie. Gotta show love. Making sure all the good folks are in here as I talk about this, man. It's a pretty solid day two. Definitely better than the first week. Definitely. So we about to get into that. Definitely better, man. All like no doubt about it, no brainers. Like you couldn't. They just wanted more. It's a little more serious, a little more intense. Not as many big missteps and chokes. A few stumbles here and there. For the most part of the event, it was pretty light. Nothing major to me that made me like say cause for pause, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, we gonna talk about this, man. We gonna talk about this. Hopefully, I can get some people in here to show up. I'm getting this is like veteran, uh, you know, conversationalist shit right here. Like how you talking, buying time as you get the tags out and all that. Yeah. I'm doing that as if y'all couldn't tell, but um, I'm ready, just about ready to just say forget it and get these bars off. Can't tag too many people because it'll get crazy and you look weird. Look weird doing it. I always feel uncomfortable tagging all these people, but I still do it from time to time, and it's all good. So yeah, it's just gonna get these bars off. But yeah, so it went down. It went down again. Timely manner, timely fashion. They didn't play no games. Said be there at 4. It's gonna kick off. It kicked off. Maybe 5-10 minutes later, we had our first battle, and they just kept it going. I love this. This I love. No crowd, really. You might hear a little chatter in the back, but nothing major. This I love, man. Keep this set up. This got to be a staple with smacking URL going forward. I don't want this just to be a 1 year thing, man. This is so well needed. Yeah, my man Minso. Yeah, if you don't tag folks, they don't know to get in here. I'm tagging too, bro. Trust me, trust me. I'm tagging y'all. I got y'all. Trust me. I'm gonna look out. But yeah, man, we here. My guy Minso, first one to show up. But yeah, I love day two much more than day one. We had some really good back and forth, some really good exchanges, and all that good stuff, man. We are here. Yo, Minso, just let people know. Scale of 1 to 10, what you give day two of round one. Like what do you give it? He said I'm 2-6 in predictions. This is why I don't gamble. Hey, let's talk about it. You know? I Hey, it worked. Hey, Minso, I'm telling you, next week, or no, in 2 weeks, use the method I use. Don't pick who you think is the nicest. If you're trying to be right with these predictions, just match up who material resonates with those judges, and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out, man. It's not about It's just who's structuring the type of stuff that Ra and my man DME was good, man. He said please address the fan voting debacle. Yeah, the fan. Yeah, I don't like the advantage that happens when you can go first and the numbers run up, and now this person who's second has to play catch up, and before he can, the time is up. I do think that's a big. They should just, the name should appear at the same time. But I didn't see how the fan votings went this week. Was it pretty much like that, like how it was in week one, DME? Because I know in week one, Real Sick had a disadvantage with he went, like, his name appeared last, so people who were voting for him, he had no real shot of catching up. Oh, there was no vote? See, I didn't know that. I didn't see it this week. I didn't see. I was watching on the TV. I didn't really minimize my screen to see what the voting was doing. What up, though, my man Visuel Ref? I know you're happy. Wait, what you mean there was no vote at all? Wait. I don't get it. But then it come down to, what battle was that? It came down to a judge's decision, like Brooklyn Hands and Big Hand. How did they decipher a winner? What you mean? Like, that's a little wild to me. You guys, and I'm pretty sure if DME in here, he probably already addressed this on his channel. So I'm gonna have to go check that out in depth on his channel. They just said the vote is in immediately after the judges voted. Oh, so they took it out. So he took the fan vote away, and they probably had some in-house judges, I assume. I mean, but I said that. I said that on the prediction show. I said I don't see how they can carry on. Salute. The voting nearly impossible to track on caffeine. Soon we will be locations for all votes. Stay tuned, bro. I'm tuned in. My boy Battle Rap Stats. DME said they just said the vote is in immediately after judges voted. They just said vote is in immediately. Wow. See, I wasn't aware. I thought they were still going with the same method as last week. Clearly, they wanted to change things up. And you're telling me this was worse, in your opinion, because we don't know who's voting? They claim it was a fan vote, but no one voted. Did anybody check to see were they doing a fan voting on their page on Twitter? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't check. But that's interesting. That's interesting. To me, I felt like, despite, I know it's weird because we're on the judge's case, we're on the fan voting process, but it's weird to say that at the end, the actual outcome, the result, not the journey to the result, the actual results have been pretty fair. Like how many people have y'all felt got robbed in these battles? I guess that would be the question. Ref says, yeah, the fan vote system is wild. They claimed it was a fan vote, but no one voted. Man, I'm still tripping off of that. I think they're gonna keep tinkering with that. If they switch it up in week 2, I think they're gonna. On Twitter they posted the vote during the 3rd round only. 80 people voted by the time I seen it. Ooh, that's low. That's especially for, like, on their actual verified account. That's low. 80 people. I've got hundreds of. And this is me, little old me. I've done polls for, like, certain battles. I've gotten more votes for that and on my polls than that. Wow. Yeah, that's. So it's safe to say they're going to switch it up. But look, are you mad at them for trying a different way, or are you mad at them because they didn't communicate how it was going to be judged? Because I feel like we probably would have killed them again if it went the way week 1 was, right? We probably would have trashed them again for having somebody's name appear first and then the other person's name appear. Now you got a head start. and then you stop it at a certain time and he can't play catch up. I feel like, keep tinkering with ideas until you get it right. I'm never mad at that. To me, it shows that they aren't stubborn in their ways. I like when you're not stubborn in your ways. Like DME, you own a business, a very successful business. I love, by the way, if you're in the area, go to Bar 7 Detroit. Some of the best food, man. Go ahead and get all that. Get all that. I personally love the quesadillas, but that's me. But yeah, like you own a business. It's like if you tried a meal on a menu and that combination didn't work, you're not going to be stubborn and stick with it because you're losing business and losing value. You're going to try something different, or you may add a different ingredients to that same meal. So, I like that analogy. I dare somebody to hate on that analogy right now. But no, I think it's good. I think it's good that they're switching it up. Now, let's see if they keep this for the next round, because all that's thrown out the window, and I'm gonna let them have it if they're doing this same process again. You got my word. System is trash. Platform is trash. Yo, Visual, you don't like caffeine? Really? You like? Because when you say platform is trash, I'm feeling like you're talking about caffeine. But nah, man, I like it. I dig it. At this point, I just want Jay to win the whole thing. I mean, Jay put the marker down. Jay definitely laid the marker down. I'm not mad at that. Let's get into these battles though. But that was some good conversation to have, man. Thanks to DME again for bringing that to my attention. I don't really pay attention. I haven't paid attention to how the votes been going. I just look, I'm watching on the TV and I'm going full screen. So all I see is Jay Black and Henny Man saying the votes are in and this person won. But it appears that they're not happy. Yeah, the staff themselves don't seem happy with how the fan votes are being distributed. So they're looking at different ways to get that right. So hopefully by next round they get it right. That's all I can say about that. My man Selvin in the building. Q, what's good, my guy? Caffeine trash as fuck. Really? You feel? Yo. There was no voting system though. They just lied and said fan vote was in and picked whoever. You think that's what happened? Do you know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't a fan voting system, but maybe there was I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You've been to venues and events because sometimes when they can't decide who's winning, they just go around yo, you want to judge this battle? I'm pretty sure there was people in the venue maybe that they just grabbed and said, yo, judge this battle. Who you had winning? Who you had winning? Maybe it wasn't a fan vote. Maybe it was an in the building vote by the select few who was there. Fellow battle rappers, I seen Twerk there. Maybe, oh man, I hate bringing up Twerk around DME, but I seen Twerk there. Maybe they had him vote on some battles or something. I don't know. Shoe gang. What up, Shannon? I see you in here. But yeah. 100%. They said the fans voted. Yeah, DME, if you haven't already, man, I'd love for you to, whenever you get time to blog or vlog. I hate saying blog. Vlog about this on your channel. Because I know you got the screen. You can go in depth with it and all that. I need to see. I need to see what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna get into these battles, man. The matchups. I was 4-0 today. I'm happy about that. My man, it got kicked off with Fonz versus Jay Kruger. And it was a goodie, man. I said it was gonna be battle of the night, and to me it was battle of the night. No doubt about it. They were just lyrically a little more advanced than the field, and they were more consistent all 3 rounds, both parties. Shout out to Jay Kruger, he bought it. I thought he had I was shocked. For him to be the puncher, I felt like he was taking a little bit long. I already blogged on it. Oh, I'm gonna check that out, DME. I promise. And this really is not gonna be a long vlog and all that. But yeah, talk your 4-0. Hey, I got to. In the beginning, they suggested that you had to like the comment with the battle rapper name in it, but there was no time or instructions. Wow. Yeah, they're rushing things. But visual though, let me go back to you real quick. I actually think like the way you do your graphics, the way your rooms and stuff be set up, like when you be just doing, I think you would prosper on caffeine. So for you not to like it, it's kind of wow. Like I think if the union got back together, campaigning for that. If the union got back together, my brother, y'all get the union back together. I think on caffeine, y'all do some numbers, but that's just me. Day Day McKee, they made it seem like we could vote on caffeine, so that's whack. Yeah, I'm hearing Dee. Or Day Day. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's tough. I just found this out, but yeah, Fonz versus Kruger was a dope back and forth. I feel like people are making the first round a little bit closer than it really was. I don't think Kruger was as close to still in that round as people made it seem. I seen people giving him that round, and I just I felt like Fonz out the gate was pretty much cooking. I'm not going to lie to you. And I said this, like, I've seen him a couple of times, probably a little bit more than the average person. He's like really hungry for this. He was in his bag early, man. He was in his bag early. I felt like Kruger was just a little slow to the draw. He's known as the puncher, but I felt like Fonz was a little more quicker to the punch. His punches were a little more creative than Kruger's. I thought he did what Kruger did and then some. Because when you add on like his aggression, how vivid he can paint a picture, it just made for a tough out. He's a tough out. It was a tough out. Seems like Hands isn't as good as people want him to be. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that matchup. But yeah, man, shout out to Fonz. And that second round was superb. There's no playback. Comment feature is trash. No discovery. Monetization is trash. You look. Visual looked thoroughly into that. So maybe I'm wrong. About that. I don't know. My man Caleb Hall, thanks for joining, bro. I'm glad to see you in here, man. Glad to see you back in battle rap mode. You know what I'm saying? Seems like Hands isn't as good as people want him to be. Cloud Surfing said he wasn't. Fonz cooked him. Yeah, I thought Fonz kind of won this pretty clearly. The first and the second. You can argue the third, really, but the second for sure. And I thought you asked the first. It could be a light 3-0 too, because really, Fonz stumbled, and I was worried for him. But then Kruger stumbled, and I tweeted out he was trying to say Showtime SP, and he just completely Showtime. SP at Showtime is. I had to tweet out like, look, saying Showtime name got messed up his round. And shout out to Showtime. He a good sport. He retweeted. Me and him. He's a cool guy, and he's somebody who actually used to battle rap. I don't even know if y'all know Showtime SP, the quote unquote nobody that knows bodies. He was actually a contestant on 106 & Park Freestyle Fridays, and he was winning too. So that's a little gem for y'all who don't know. So I know people like to poke fun at him, but he's actually been in the field, yeah, I thought the third round was a really dope round. And I thought that was might have been Kruger's best round. So I think I leaned towards him in that round. But Fonz, he gonna be a tough out, bro. He is gonna be a tough out. Last week I did bad, as Visuel pointed out on Twitter. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't ever do me like that again, bro. Don't do me like that. You did me dirty on Twitter. How'd you do last week? Come on, man. We family, man. We don't do that. But no, I'm joking because I poked fun at him. Um, Last week I did bad. I actually had Sick going to the finals, and he got on the first round. I had Sick versus Fonz in the finals, so I need Fonz to hold on. But I'm honestly, I have no stock in this. I'm just, that's who I pick. I wanted to see him do well, but if he loses, that's like it's no skin off my back. Obviously, but I just seen a lot more of him than most people. I feel like I have. I don't feel like people even. There's a lot of people saying who was Fonz, and had to break it down to him. A lot of people also didn't see the battle versus J400. That was a part of the Cleveland Born Legacy card that went on the app. I feel like a lot of people kind of bypassed that battle. But yeah, man, it was a dope battle, man. Battle of the night, just like I thought it would be, man. But Kruger is good. You right, Shannon. Kruger good. He gonna bounce back, just like Kid Chaos and Sick. He's in that top half of the wave that's coming, not just to the URL, but just the battle rap period. I think sky's the limit, and Kruger is gonna get much better at punching, cutting edit points, making some stuff, not land that should have land harder. He's gonna do his thing. Ref said, Vigil said, "Sorry, man, couldn't let you gloat too much." Nah, I respect it. If anybody respected Vig, Ref said, "Nah, nah, you're in this with us now. Ride or die, no, I can't. Do what's on your neck." Ah, man. Okay, we can get into that because that battle was next. As far as the not the order that it went in on Caffeine, but as far as the brackets go, Fonz was going to face the winner of Easy the Block Captain versus Don Marino, who I've told on Caffeine. Don was in my room on Caffeine. I told him that I had Easy winning. He respected it. We had like really good conversations because y'all know me. I'm not like disrespectful and try to get in these battle rappers like Case and stuff like that. I always tell media don't like hit battle rappers with trigger words. Like I don't call battle rappers corny, soft, or like garbage and shit like that. But yeah. So I had him losing. I picked Don to lose. Easy won. I picked Easy to win, and he actually won. And I think I gave him congrats on Twitter, and then I said something to Don. Like he was good, he was dope though, because I really thoroughly felt Don was a better Don than I think this Don, and there was another Don that I like versus Chess. It's only like it's a few Don Marino battles that really. Oh, against Geechee, that was another good version of Don Marino. To me, when he steps out of that element, it of like just 4-bar setups and like generic punching, kind of like I can predict. I know what he's about to say. I felt like for the most part in this battle, he kind of got out of that style. Like he started saying some little clever stuff that even Easy, I think it was the second round maybe, even Easy was looking at him and was like nodding and give him a little push in the chest like good, like go, like work, like this a fight, so work, right? So Easy won, but I also gave some credit to Don. And I believe his lady, his very thorough ride or die supporter, Hurricane Dude, who's also in media, who also does music. Yeah, she got at me a little bit. It was nothing too major, nothing nothing too major, but yeah, she made her voice heard, and I respect it. I forgot what she said. She said something like, let me find it. It's not. She said. Don wasn't dope, and I'ma talk to you non-rapping political motherfuckers tonight. That's what she said to me. And this is the thing, like when you really don't know anyone, like personally or their background, like it's never safe to just throw stuff to the wall. Also, I'm not a person like throw accolades that didn't amount to anything to me. Like or milestones like wow this is a dope moment for me, but it didn't amount to anything. I'm not like actually I I can rap really fucking good. Like it's something like I really never share with the battle rap community because I'm not in that world anymore. I'm a podcaster. I'm chilling. I got a different job. But I mean, I've sat in studios with the lovely Jill Scott, who came to Harmony Park here in Detroit. I worked with Reno West, who was an engineer and helped the melodic sounds of Slum Village. Like like I have a past. I had music out, but if I'm not making any income off of that, I'm no longer in that field. It's not a big thing for me to like toss accolades around. But yeah, never assume like, and that's the thing they think, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how long everybody's been watching battle rap. I've been watching it since '99. Not sure if anybody really been watching it as long as me, but that's why it's never. I think people are assuming because I just really started doing the media thing last year. They think I'm quote unquote new. Never assume that. Like the amount of people I know and like anyway. But so Don Marino versus Easy the Block Captain, they went on and they had a really good back and forth. I would say up until the back half of the second, I felt like Easy separated himself. No, man, talk your shit, Ledge. No, yo, it's all love, man. Like I got love for everybody, but like don't just assume. And I get what it was because Don had some angles that pretty much he alluded to. That's why I said people knew that Don was going to touch on these subjects because just like some people in the face-offs, they kind of gave away what their angle was going to be, and he did. He talked about her with twerk, and I'm sure she gets pissed off at that. So I think her anger was geared towards anybody giving him any credit. So even if I'm not giving him credit for those lines, which I didn't really score, I didn't like, ooh, that line hit. That's gonna like that put him up one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. Like those lines were okay. I didn't score. I was like more of the easy flips and him bringing up his life struggles and things like that. Like those were the lines, the creative lines that I'm not used from Don that he was like kind of going off on. But it's kind of like when you're upset at something, you can take it out on everybody. Or maybe she'll say she wasn't upset. But yeah, it was I would just chalk that up as a misunderstanding. That's all that really was. But yeah, definitely not a non-rapping guy over here. I could really fuck some. I could really now Jersey. But yeah, so it was a good battle. And at the end of the day, Easy was the victor. I thought by the third round he kind of just put his foot on the gas and took off on Don. I really did. And Don kind of just ran out of topics because Don is more of a current event general bar guy. Like when he was trying to stick to substance stuff, but he can't talk substance with Easy. It's not the same. Because Easy can talk that for eternity. And he's going to still say dope stuff when he's doing it. So shout out to Easy. Look forward to him versus Fonz. Ooh. Easy versus Fonz. That's going to be one. I'm kidding, dude's fam. Yo, no, dude was great, man. I have no ill will towards anything she said, man. She was riding for her guy, even though she was riding with him against a person who picked him and saluted him on winning, which was that was a little weird, but whatever. I can't remember any of Don's bars. Absolutely none. No, Don had some stuff, man. But it just wasn't enough. I felt like his first round was his best round, and he kind of slowly declined. It wasn't like a huge dip, but he just slowly declined after that. So again, salute to Don on putting up a fight. Easy just wanted a little bit more, although Don was rapping like he really, really wanted it in that first. So salute to him. And yeah, that was it. Next matchup after that, we got who was that? Oh, if I'm going in order of the bracket, it was it was Brooklyn Hands versus Big Hand. Oh, oh, that was intense. That was intense. They was like physically, literally intense too. I knew that was gonna happen. Like, did y'all not think a little pushing and shoving was gonna happen in that matchup? Like, who here thought that was gonna be like, give me space and you get space? Like, come on, who really thought that was gonna be the objective here? Who thought that was gonna be the outcome? I knew somebody was gonna get touchy feely, and somebody was gonna get pushed and shoved, and it was gonna be a problem. And it was. It was a problem briefly. I thought first round, Hands clearly got that. Hands clearly got the first. It was not even close. Not even close. Hand not from Brooklyn got robbed. Oh, Big Hand got robbed. Yeah. This is what I picked Brooklyn Hands to win. And so he won the first round of me. Pushing and shoving. I felt like that pushing and shoving kind of took the energy from Big Hand's first round. I felt like people was just, you know what it felt like? Did y'all feel like this? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping in the first round after the little pushing and shoving. Do you think people was more so not listening to his first round and more so seeing if there was going to be any extra confrontation? So it probably took away from them listening to his material. Not saying that he had winning round material. I'm just saying he was getting zero reaction. I actually thought he was saying some good stuff. But anyway, he lost that round pretty clear. And then the second round, Hands was saying dope stuff, but he also had a little stumble here and there. And Big Hand turned up. He went up 2 levels. And I really thought he clearly won that round. Not as clear as Brooklyn Hands won the first, but I thought that was clearly his round. I had it 1-1 going into the third. Brooklyn Hands, for some reason, was like going at Suge. I felt like he went at somebody else too. He went at Suge for a minute, and I just felt like his round wasn't potent, man. I felt like that third wasn't potent at all, really. He had some moments, but it was few and far between. Whereas I felt Hands had a message. Now, I didn't like I know he was trying to do the whole angle about where Brooklyn Hands actually works and everything like that. I mean, it was cool. But when he got out of that and started talking that drug talk, that street talk, he was talking just as good as Hands was. And to be honest with you, although I picked Brooklyn Hands to win going in, I actually tweeted out, is it me or did Big Hand like low-key steal this battle? Like, I feel like he stole the battle at some, like, I felt like Brooklyn Hands third was good but beatable. I just wasn't confident that Hand could beat it. And then by the end of the round, I felt he beat it. Am I the only one feeling that way? I just want to know, am I off by any stretch? But yeah, man, I gave the battle to Big Hand actually, so I couldn't believe it. But listen, this is what I know, and this is no shot at Knowledge. Knowledge had the deciding vote to either give the battle to Big Hand, or if he picked Brooklyn Hands, it was going to go to the fan vote, quote unquote, whatever that is, according to DME, whatever the fan vote was. So he was the last vote. Knowledge to God. You can either get this battle to Big Hand, or you can say Brooklyn Hands and leave it to the fans. There was no way he was going to give that battle to Big Hand when you are the co-host to his man's show. To his, like, Math, you think Math will let you back on that show and you give battle Man. Now I'm joking in jest, right? Like I don't think Math would be that mad at Knowledge for picking against Brooklyn Hands, but he was gonna let him have it almost every week. He wasn't gonna let him wear that down. Uh, Shannon Danielle said, "I had Brooklyn Hands before the battle, but I flipped last night. I was right to flip. That was wow. That was brave. You did. Hey, look at you. Look at you, superstar. Look at you." Big Hand One says, "Being DME Detroit, Day Day McKee, Big Hand One. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Okay, cool. I'm glad y'all riding with me on that. Aggression based battle, didn't find it to be great. Well, you know, they talking in a different language. Like they talking in a different coded language. It's not really sophisticated or technical. It's more about like, does it hit you here? Does it hit you? I'm saying here, like y'all can see me. I'm patting my chest. Hit you in the heart. Uh, I don't. Yeah, I don't think that battle's gonna ever be like one uh for the books as far as creativity and lyricism. But I still enjoyed it. Oh, it's not Day Day, it's DD. My bad. My bad, DD McKee. But subscribe to the channel while you hear DD. That would be great. I promise I won't call you Day Day again if you do that. I'm joking. But no, but yeah, no, but seriously, subscribe. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at this. Um, yeah, so that was a solid battle. I wouldn't call it great nor good. I'm kind of on the long. I'm along the lines with Vidge. It's not. It wasn't the best, but I didn't. I wasn't bored by it. I guess is what I would say. But shout out to Brooklyn Hands. He advanced due to a fan vote that wasn't a fan vote apparently, and he's on to the next round. And it was about who would he face out of Ace Amin and Bad News. You know what I'm saying? And out the gate, I'm not gonna lie. When Bad News started off his first round, he was turning up. He was turning up. One of the better Bad News rounds I've heard in a minute. Probably since one of his that it might have been that third round versus Chess. Might have been his best round since then. I don't think he had a better round. I don't know, was it his second or his third versus Chess? Probably one of his better. That first round, he was coming for blood, man. You know, with some of the ace flips that was pretty original. With like I told you, I knew that setting was gonna do wonders for his voice, his projection, how he just comes across on camera, the aesthetics. He was talking to Ace in that round, bro. I mean, that he was intense. Ace came. He kind of came with like the slow, deliberate pace. Did the whole little walk around. You know, he kind of built up into his momentum. He started getting cooking around the midway point. But again, these are 2-minute rounds. There's no margin for error. I felt like you really couldn't build a plot like that in this type of setting. But he went for it and he almost caught him. Like I felt like he was a couple of lines missing from stealing that round, in my opinion. But I still gave it the Bad News. I feel like out the gate he was setting the example, and he was talking. And what I like about that round, and this is what I don't like about the second round, I like that out the gate he was just rapping, tearing them apart, not caring about whatever information he had on them. That's the first thing I wanted to tweet out, but I didn't have time. I was like, yo, he rapping like he don't care about no damn papers or nothing. I would love that. On to the second round, he addresses it, talks about it at length, lets us know about some story about alleged like telling, but that was false. Like, honestly, I don't care. Like, I don't care because you're trying to address something that you think is going to be said, but you don't know it's going to be said. Probably could have kept that in the tuck for the third round. If you felt it was going to be said, you say that in the tuck for the third. And if you're smart, if it's not said, you probably should just have an extra round in the tuck, right? That's what I would have done. Appreciate you following me, my man. My bad. DD. Appreciate that, man. Uh, but yeah, I would have had that. I would have had that in the tuck. I wouldn't have exposed that, and I felt like he lost that round. Ace turned up a level. A flu. Now I'm slipping up. A few slippages from both. Very minor, but you gotta critique the small things as well. And it was 1-1 going into the third. I don't know how people were giving Bad News his third round. He had tons of OBC bars. I know he had a fresh Prince bar. Didn't he? Is that the Ace in the Cleaners bar he had? He had just some old references that I'm just like, why are you doing this right now? This is the money round. To me, that round pretty much swung the whole thing. Oh, I'm not a man either. Lord, let me add a profile pic or something. Didi McKee, my apologies. Do not unfollow me, ma'am, miss. But yeah, I think he had. I think he made a problem. He made it a problem. He made it a problem. So many dated bars in that third, and then you combine that with the fact that Ace best round was the third. Oh, Ace round in that third, boy, he was. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. And the judges got it right. Here's the thing: a lot of people are criticizing the judges for whatever, but how many of these battles you think the end result was wrong? Like that. I guess at the end of the day, that's all that matters. How many of these battles? The Saurus is like the main one. The Saurus and I forgot who else is like really critical of these judges. But how many of these battles are the wrong outcome in your opinion? I don't feel many. I mean, I picked Real Sick. I still thought he won the battle, but Jay did so well. He did enough to win as well, so I wasn't mad that they picked him. Yeah, it's not too many. I really can't think of any. But the Rubando. Rubando didn't beat. He didn't beat Pat, man. He didn't beat Gunpowder Pat, and that wasn't even a good battle. But he didn't beat Gunpowder Pat. But that's neither here nor there. But all in all, Ace did enough to win. I thought Bad News, kind of like Don Marino, started off on fire, but they just ran out of gas somewhere in their second rounds, and they really didn't have much that I could really grab onto. Pause, because that sounds crazy. But they they didn't have much that like I can grasp as far as their thirds go and part of their seconds on the back half. But you know, I Ace, man, Ace did his job. But at the end of the day, we got Ace versus Brooklyn Hands. That's gonna be some talking right there. And they both come from that I'm street, but I'm educated. Like, yeah, I can get physical, but I can also verbalize myself really well. I can vocalize and use words and diction, and I got extensive vocabulary, even when this comes to talking about the street life. I think that's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be respectful too. I think they got some type of respect for each other, where it won't get crazy and things like that. I feel like they come from similar stock in some ways. So I'm looking forward to that battle. I'm looking forward to Easy versus Fonz. So over on the other side, I mean, we do got what Jane Castro and things like that. So, who is Rubando? That means Rubando has who? Because I forgot who all won. Rubando has Your Honor. So it's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see, man. We gonna see how this pans out. But I'll come with my predictions whenever that time arises. But yeah, we are gonna head on out of here, man. Who do y'all think is gonna win? Easy versus Fonz, and who y'all think is gonna win between Brooklyn Hands and Ace? I just want to see y'all who y'all got before I even like get into that, man. Because I'm really curious. Because To me, those are gonna be some dog fights. And I did not think the right side of the bracket was gonna be as entertaining as the left, but it has been. And actually, based on these matchups, I think it will be going into the next round. So, you know, I feel like the favorites on the left were Kid Chaos and Real Sick, in my opinion, but they're gone, and I just don't feel like the left is as strong now. Outside of maybe Jay, I feel like if you had a top three right now based on who's left or who you think is going to win, I feel like your Jays, your Fonz based off his performance, and maybe Ace would probably be your favorites right now to win. Don't hurt me, do like I think Easy is dope. He's going to do well. I'm talking about general consensus. I don't know if people got him as a favorite. So please don't tweet me this some crazy shit. Like, I am chilling, but yeah, but I can rap though. I just don't want to put that out there. I don't know why she just assumed she was the only one that can flow. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm not a man. Oh no, I'm reading the same tweet over here. But no, that's it for now. I am out of here, man. I want to thank all of y'all for coming in, popping up. DME Detroit, Vigil Well, It's Ref, my man Menso, who came in early and then got out of here quickly. My guy, Battle Rap Stats, who came in and showed love. You don't really see him much in the chats, so that meant a lot. My man Selvin popped up. Shannon, the Shoe Gang. I don't know where the homie Stevie at. But shout out to Stevie, who's always showing love. I'm going to always shout her out even when she's not here, just like I will for Shannon and many others. Dee, thank you. Thank you for popping up and also for following the channel. I go live a lot. I talk about other things that's non-URL related as well. So hopefully you stick around. I don't know who else came. My man Caleb Hall was in here. I really appreciate you as well. And for anybody else, if I happen to forget you, I'm truly sorry. Check me out on Twitter at Podtier, PODTIER. That's my Twitter and my Instagram name at Podtier. Ledge, I'm here to apologize for saying you were crazy for picking Easy over Don Marino. Tim, better late than never. I was just about to close out the show, but something told me to keep talking. My man, Tim. Hey man, hey look, when like Tim, hey my guy, got Tim, Big Tim. When you know a little something, man. When you know a little something. All right, I'm gonna brag a little bit, but yeah, man, I appreciate you. That's Tim the Genius, man. Tim the Genius, part of the whole Let's Talk Battle Rap crew, man. They do the business. My favorite podcast to listen to, man. My favorite podcast. I always check them out. If I miss a couple, I binge watch. Make sure y'all do the same on all y'all streaming services. Shout out to my guys, friends, and Vlad. Like everybody over there, man. I rock with them heavy. And I appreciate you for coming through, giving it up. All right, but yeah, I'm out, people, man. Y'all been blessed. And as always, keep it battle rap. Love.